Guys, kagabi, naglabas ng news about another bank being granted with a digital license. And kung clinic nyo na tong video na to, syempre alam nyo na si Maribank ang tinutukoy ko. So ngayon, nilabas na yung news na digital bank na siya. So pag-uusapan natin itong announcement na to, and at the same time, what's in it for us as a digital bank na si Maribank, and what's in it for the bank kung digital bank na sila. Well, yan ang pag-uusapan natin today. So samahan nyo ako. Sit back and let's discuss. Coming right up. Hi guys, this is Pat and you're in Pat Quintos Review TV. So if you're new here in my channel, I do reviews about personal finance na meron akong experience or meron na akong knowledge na ginawa ko niya ng videos and playlists na makikita nyo dito sa taas. At kung bago kayo dito sa channel ko, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, so without further ado, basahin muna natin itong news about Maribank being a digital bank right now. Okay, from Inquirer.net. Philippines gets 7th digital bank as Maribank upgrades license. Manila, Philippines. The Philippines digital banking sector has gained another player after Central Bank approved Maribank Philippines Incorporated transition from a rural bank into a full-fledged digital bank. In a resolution dated July 12, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas said it issued Maribank's new license on July 8. The Securities and Exchange Commission approved on June 16 the amendments to the bank's Articles of Incorporation and bylaws reflecting its digital bank status. Maribank began operating as a digital bank on July 18, becoming the 7th lender in the country to hold such license. It joins Uno Bank, Union Digital Bank, GoTime Bank, Tonic Digital Bank, Maya Bank, and Overseas Filipino Bank, the digital banking arm of the State Land Bank of the Philippines. So now, it's official. Maribank now is a digital bank. Ngayon, ang tanong, what's in it for us as a customer ni Maribank? Well, wala akong naiisip actually na additional benefits for us. Siguro, ito lang ang masasabi ko prior to Maribank being a digital bank, naglabas ng announcement or nag-release ng statement si Bangko Sentral na kailangan daw na only 30% ng customer base ng rural bank ay outside the rural area na sinasakupan niya. Siguro yun yung nakikita kong medyo naging benefit na lang para sa atin na dahil na-classify na siya as a digital bank, hindi na magbabawas ang customer si Maribank. Kasi nga, di ba, as a rural bank, 30% lang yung allowed na maging customer niya outside the rural area. So now, na digital bank na siya, wala na yung ganung limit. So basically, yun lang yung nakikita kong advantage para sa atin na hindi na mababawasan or magko-close ng account dahil nga sa restriction ng rural banks. And maybe siguro dahil sa later on, pag magta-transition na sila sa fully digital na tipong tatanggalin nila yung kanilang mga branches, pwede nilang ilagay yung natipid nila sa pag-maintain ng branches sa mga additional benefits like promotion, etc., etc. para sa atin. So somehow, may effect naman din yun. Pero yung tangible benefits right now, parang wala akong nakikita. What's in it with the banks naman? What's in it with Maribank? Having a digital bank license. Well, having a digital bank license, yun nga, hindi na nila kailangan mag-maintain ng physical branch dun sa rural area. Ibig sabihin nito, they are now allowed not to maintain any physical branch. Ang kailangan lang nila is meron silang headquarters dito sa Pilipinas while they're operating online. So kung titingnan nyo at ganito ang gagawin ni Maribank, medyo downgrade to sa mga nagbabangko kay Maribank dun sa rural area niya sa Laguna. So for sure, merong mga madidisappoint dyan. Hopefully, they can transition online na rin and digital. But syempre, kung ang nakasanayan mo ay magbangko face-to-face with the branch, syempre, madidisappoint ka rin naman talaga. With this development, nagkaroon din ng iba't ibang changes or updates with Maribank. Nandyan na yung reclassification ng Maribank Credit into Maribank Loan. So, hindi nyo na siya makikita ngayon sa inyong Maribank account na as a Maribank Credit kasi pinalitan na nga siya. It's because medyo nakakalito rin siya dito sa additional product ni Maribank, which is the Mari Credit Card. Ito naman, ito yung blind item ko sa inyo before about the dual purpose na card ni Maribank, which is the debit and credit card. Wherein you can toggle between debit card, yung available funds niyo sa inyong savings nyo, and the credit card wherein binigyan naman kayo ng credit line. I cannot review it right away today or even later on until such time na maggrantan ako ng Mari Credit Card. Actually, marami na naggrantan ng Mari Credit Card While browsing the internet, nakikita ko and natutuwa ako na nag-grantan sila and medyo malalaki yung credit line na ino-offer sa kanila. Pero I'm not in the position right now to discuss Maribank credit card kasi wala pa po akong experience. Only theories. Maybe kung marami akong makuhang information and that's the time I can discuss Mari credit card with you guys. But sana lang, cross fingers na magkaroon din naman tayo ng access with Mari credit card. Guys, baka pwede naman kayo mag-subscribe and follow dito sa aking mga social media channel. Dito po sa YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and even Instagram. So please follow and support. So bakit nga ba marami ang natutuwa dito kay Maribank? Well, the basic benefits because kahit 3.25% ang interest niya sa savings account, kahit paano mas malaki pa rin siya sa ibang mga digital banks and online banks. In addition to that, daily crediting ang kanyang interest. What's more interesting here is unlimited ang free bank transfer niya. And huwag niyong kakalimutan, ang isa sa pinakamagandang benefit kung bakit ginagamit ng mga tao ang Maribank is ang cashback. So, if in case na you need to register for a Maribank account, please use my referral code PATQUINTO para magkaroon po kayo ng 150 pesos na reward if you maintain 1,000 pesos and let it stay there for 3 days. O diba, nag-create ka lang ng account, nilagay mo yung referral code na PATQUINTO, and nag-maintain ka ng 1,000 pesos sa 3 araw, may 150 pesos ka pa. San ka pa, di ba? Gawin mo na yan ngayon, baka later on ma-meet na ni Maribank ang kanyang user base target. Pag nangyari yan, baka mawala na ang referral reward. So, use my referral code PATQUINTO. Nagsimula na rin magpadala ng updated terms and condition si Maribank sa mga customers niya. If you read yung bagong terms and condition, makikita na rin dyan na nag-reflect na sa wording ni Maribank ang digital bank. And in that case, makikita nyo rin na they are planning to roll out their tap-to-pay system with Google Pay and Apple Pay. With that, marami ang nagsasabi at nagko-comment na Maribank will roll out its service kay Google Pay and Apple Pay. So it is one of the technological advancement na hinihintay natin. So we will watch out for that. For our question of the day, sa tingin nyo dahil digital bank na itong si Maribank, si Maribank na ang biggest contender ni Mayabank? Sa tingin nyo ba, itong dalawa ang mag-head-on compete as number 1 digital bank sa Pilipinas? Well, i-comment niyo yan sa comment section sa baba for our monthly giveaway. Yun lamang po for today's video, but before we end this video, mag-shoutout mo muna tayo at shoutout kay Jenicel Rojas at Jenicel Rojas Q7V. Ang sabi po niya, hello po, watching from Cananga, Leyte. Kay Jenicel Rojas, shoutout po sa inyo and thank you so much po for watching and supporting my videos. Maraming salamat po. I hope you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if not, wala nang problema dyan, but continue to support me by subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button sa subscribe para makareceive kayo ng latest notification sa lahat ng upload ko. Again guys, this is Pat Quinto and you're in Pat Quinto's Review TV. Bye-bye!